Hi there, I'm Ulf at HoboRec. Today we're going to talk about the 5 microphones that I use in almost every recording session. Hi, welcome to the studio. Today going to be a pretty short video, talk about a pretty common topic, microphones, which is kind of down to the basics of what you need to actually do a recording. I started to thinking more about what microphones I use the most. And for what reason I choose them. So today I thought I will list the 5 microphones that I use the most, pretty much in all the recording sessions that I do. I will start presenting them to you now. This is in no particular order, it's just the 5. And we're going to start with 1. Obviously, the Shure SM57. I mean, it's a classic for a reason. It always works, it's durable, it's cheap, and it sounds what you want it to sound like. It sounds like a rock recording. Usually ends up on snare drum, but this is kind of a cheating because it's either this one or a Beta 57, but I'm gonna say SM57 just to make it consistent. So usually on snare and or guitar cabs. And that's pretty much it. I tried a lot of other microphones on snare. I've done lots of shootouts, like going into recording sessions of drums, because sometimes I just second guess myself, but is the SM57 really the best mic in this situation? And I try something else. But I always tend to like the tone more of the SM57. If the bleed is an issue, I go for the Beta 57. Better off-axis rejection because it's super cardioid. And with that, it also can be a little bit punchier on the snare drum, which can be cool. So if we continue on the theme drums, the next microphone that ends up in all my recording sessions are the Mylab BM44. This one lives on my toms, especially if I want a lot of attack in the toms, if I want them to really cut through the mix without having to EQ too much. The transients are crazy fast in this. And in the few cases I don't want that, another microphone that I use in almost every recording session is the Sennheiser 441, or in this case, Sennheiser 541. The difference, supposedly just because this is black instead of gray. So here's the thing, if I use the Mylab BM44s on toms, this usually goes on ride and hi-hat. It's super cardioid, so it's really focused. It has a bit more forgiving top end on the ride and hi-hat. But if I want a more vintage sounding toms, like more rounder and more full, this one goes on the toms, and the Mylab BM44 goes on the hi-hat and ride. Next microphone that goes on all my recording sessions is this one. The Periscope microphone from Scope Labs. Made in Finland. It's a really crazy microphone. It has a built-in compressor, so it sounds really crushed. And this is amazing on drum room, and that's where I usually use them. They're cool for a lot of other stuff if you want to blend it in with a normal microphone like on vocals or acoustic guitar or piano or whatever. You can really bring some life into tracks with this one. But as a room mic for drums, I use this every time. Since I got them, I had it on every session. It's an Omni microphone, so it's even if it looks like it's looking on stuff, it's not really pointing on anything. It's equal all around it. 2 of these widely spread apart where you get a lot of room in your drum room. Try it and you will thank me. And now to my newest addition to my collection, the Bomblet 023 from Soyuz microphones. Really, really nice microphones. The quality of these is amazing. There will be a dedicated review of this microphone coming out soon. Since I got this, it's pretty much glued to the guitar cab. I've occasionally liked to use large diaphragm condensers on guitar cabs before, but sometimes can be a bit harsh. Especially if you want to be in the middle of the cone. This one has such a pleasing high end for that kind of sound. It's really rolled off. For high gain guitars, this is amazing. You get the fast transients that you want out of a condenser microphone, but it's also like warm and smooth in a top end like a dynamic or a ribbon microphone. It's amazing. Another classic that ends up on pretty much all the recording sessions, obviously, the Neumann U87. This is a vintage one. I used to love this on overheads on drums. Now I tend to go more with the ribbon microphones on overheads, but I still like it a lot. They bring out a lot of attack in the drums from the overheads, and it's also cool on vocals, all kinds of vocals. I mean, if you're singing soft vocals, it's great. If you're singing like really screaming, aggressive vocals, it can take that too. I think it's usually pretty easy to make it fit in the mix. I know that not all people like the U87 sound on everything, but I think it always works. Those are the 5 microphones that have been ending up on my recording sessions lately. Please tell me in the comments what your 5 favorite microphones are right now. I would love to hear it, and if I can get any tips on microphones that I haven't used that I should try, give me tips in the comments. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far in the video and you're not a subscriber, I told you before, but please subscribe. A lot of my viewers are not subscribed to this channel, so if you're one of those people, please subscribe. It will help me a lot. And what would help even more is if you give me a like on this video, maybe write a comment and share the video. So again, thank you so much, and see you in the next one. Bye bye. Cheers.